if you would have seen in Indian media or the politicians have been raising issues that Adani will sink, the bank will become bankrupt, LIC has invested something. I think all these are hyperbole. They are not, there is nothing substantial there for a couple of reasons. One is this, that most of the Adani businesses are not in any area except in infrastructure and they're asset based. When you have an asset based business, the asset prices generally go up, go down. But in this case, most of the assets are land, and land prices generally in a long term, they will not go down. So all the banks are having a robust security in the form of asset, that is one. The second
Mr.
is if all
Just
yeah.
really quickly, Mr. Gupta, just in terms of, and I completely take your point in terms of the asset prices, you could also perhaps suggest that market to market, there's no way of really knowing in terms of the valuations. But the question I would ask is, in terms of the crisis of confidence, more so than anything, because obviously it's not just internationally, but it's also domestically now. So if the regulators in India were to say that it's unjustified what Hindenburg has been doing, does there need to be some kind of stepping in, whether it be via the government, whether it be via constructing some kind of mechanism? Because even still, you've got all of their debt that's priced incredibly off where it should be, and you have a situation where even if they're found not to have done anything wrong, it does create a bit of a precipitous environment for them, especially if they're trying to ever get financing from outside of India again.
See, there you have raised a very important question, but being a ex-regulator myself, no regulator will ever come out and say there is a clean sheet to anybody unless a detailed investigation is done. I would say Indian surveillance system, probably everything would have been monitored and there would not be any manipulation. I would say probably. But today, when this question is being raised to regulator, a regulator is not going to stick its neck out and say that everything is hunky-dory. They will go through everything that is possible and say each and every allegation Adani has responded. I think it will be in the interest of Adani itself to go to regulator and say this is all this thing and we have not done anything wrong. And regulator, after going thing, will say that we have found nothing. But if you want a statement tomorrow, I don't think there will be any statement tomorrow from SEBI that we are giving a clean sheet to anybody. That is one part. But when the system thing is there, there are two aspects of the confidence. One is the hard facts and other is the perception. So governance is more of a perception issue. So as long as the governance issue are cleared, the clouds are cleared, probably the lack of confidence will remain.